Hello everybody, welcome to Schedule 1. Today I want to go over the best setup for the bungalow now that we have an automation update. We had a new update on the beta server, so if you're on beta, you have access to this content now. And we can now do some better stuff with the bungalow. So you're going to want to have 5 total employees. You are going to need one of every kind of employee and 2 handlers. So you're going to want to have a botanist, a cleaner, a chemist, and 2 handlers. And then, what else? What am I missing? Botanist, chemist, cleaner, and 2 handlers. Yeah, no, that is 5. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. I was crazy for a second. 5 total employees. You're going to have... I do 4 pots. 4 pots is all you need. 4 pots, full spectrum lights. These plant OG Kush with fertilizer. And then they take it over to the mixing station. You have a 3 ingredient. This is a Gorilla Haze factory. So you can now whitelist your shelves to only accept a particular ingredient, which is great. So we have all of these shelves locked to Viagor, Cuke, and Mega Beans specifically, which are then fed to the designated order in the mix. This one runs here, this one runs here, and this one runs there. So that these mixing stations then get ran by the chemist. And then you're going to want to set your final mixing station over here to go to a brick press. I put the brick press right here and its destination shelf right beside it. That's just really easy to manage right there. This packing station is 100% optional. You don't have to have a packaging station here. I keep it here just because I can. And this safe is also completely optional. It's where I store extra bricks. I have 2 shelves over here that I stock full of OG Kush seeds, which go to the botanist's supply shelf, which is this one in our storage rack over here, our sort of storage area. I keep 4 stacks of seeds, 2 stacks of fertilizer, 2 stacks of soil, and you run through fertilizer very quickly. So I also have one of my handlers, this one, Nancy. She runs from large racks to large racks, and that's because she takes the fertilizer from here and stocks the supply shelf with it, and then takes the soil from here and stocks the supply shelf with it. Then I also just keep these 2 extra shelves completely full of fertilizer because you do have to feed the fertilizer and the soil shelf yourself. But the soil takes absolutely forever to use. The fertilizer is what you're going to burn through the most of. The soil takes absolutely forever. So I just stock up on 3 times the amount of fertilizer than I do soil because it's going to take you 3 times as long to go through that much soil than it will the fertilizer. And then obviously one of my handlers, my other handler, it is Nancy, this one. Nancy also runs things from loading dock 1 over here to their respective shelves. So 3 of her tasks should be to run from dock 1 over to here, and then her other 2 tasks should be to supply the botanist. And then this handler, if you have her running just from large racks to mixing stations, and then I also have her running from those 2 racks over to this one as well to supply the weed seeds. And then her final task is what? What is her final task? Where did Jenny go? And then, yeah, this one, it just got out of place because I had to redo a mixing station. But, yeah. She does the mixing stations and then brings the weed seeds over. And that will be all 10 handler tasks. All you do with your chemist is assign them to the mixing stations. Botanist is assigned 4 pots and that supply shelf over there. There's 1 trash can. It's right here exactly in the middle of the room, which is where the cleaner will get literally all of it just in 1 trash can. And that is it. This is fully automatic. You order deliveries from the gas mart, and then I will order 2. And so just when this one goes away, this one will pop up, and then I order this one again. I order 100 of each ingredient because that's what fits evenly. and then I'll just order that over here. It gets offloaded onto the shelves, put into the mixers, mixed with the weed, and then the weed gets put right over here. And then you can do with the bricks as you so choose. Super easy, fully automatic bungalow setup. Set this up early game, use it late game. I am Kingpin 1. I have over 1 million net worth, and I'm still running this as my primary drug operation. I actually don't make anything other than this right now still. This produces Gorilla Haze, or you can use it to produce any 3-ingredient mix. This system if you want a different one, but Gorilla Haze is absolutely going to be the best bang for your buck. OG Kush with Viagra, Cuke, and Mega Beans makes weed that you sell for 160 per unit over a text conversation, or I'll quick sell jars for a flat 500. And that's still a shit ton of profit right there. So let me know if you set your bungalow up this way. I think it's fantastic, even though it's only 4 pots. You could probably do 8 if you really wanted to, but there's just no need for that. This makes 8 fully mixed bricks per day, just about, and it's absolutely fantastic.